It's 5:30 in the morning on move day. There is literally chaos everywhere. So yeah, let's move house with 2 kids, a dog and 150 houseplants. I somehow managed to squeeze my big Monstera into this little tube of corrugated cardboard. I don't think she's going to fit in the van I'm renting, so this one might have to go in the removal truck. I've got plants in like these trays that you get from the garden centre, ones that are not too sensitive. I've got plants in boxes and boxes and boxes. These are all the plants that, like, a lot of these are in water, so I need to put these like as a priority to sort of get them. I've got them wrapped in some moss at the moment, but to get them out of there once we get to the house. More plants in boxes. Oh, I still need to get those out of water. More plants in boxes. More plants in boxes. Oh my goodness. Some of my really sensitive plants I've wrapped in this sort of protective wrap. So I've got my oxalis down there because obviously the leaves are super thin and they would just rip. This is my Florida ghost because she's just got a new leaf that's emerged, so I didn't want that to get damaged. My Monstera albo's also got a new leaf, so that one's been wrapped up. I've got my big Sabrina in here with some others. More plants. I probably said there's still about 10 to pack up. I've got my little plant trolley over here, which I'm going to secure with lots of little plants on it. And then there's just an obscene amount of pots. Like, this is only a few. And actually it's the pots that are like more stressful to wrap than the plants themselves. Anyway, let's make a cup of tea. Hi and welcome. We are now in the new home. We've been here for about just over a week now, and I didn't end up filming a full vlog on the day because it just became so hectic. We had about 6 or 7 removal men just coming and going all the time, and then we had to, obviously once all the furniture had gone, we had to clean the whole house, and moving day is just manic. So yeah, those little clips that I've showed at the beginning of the video is literally the only footage I got on the day. But as you can see, like, I managed to pack everything up and we got it in the van, and even my tool plants, they ended up giving me quite a tool van to rent. And so even the tool plants like my Monstera and my Dracaena and my big Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, I managed to get them all into the van. So the removal man didn't have to touch any of my plants, and bar like a lost leaf here or there, everything went completely to plan and the plants all arrived unscathed, which is a bit of a miracle, to be honest with you, because even though we weren't moving very far, we're only like a couple of streets away from where we were before, so the plants aren't having to deal with like changes in temperature or a change in climate or being in the van for any length of time. every time you move your plants, even within your home, you risk dropping them, snapping a leaf, scratching them up or whatever. So I was still worried about that. And actually we ended up moving all of the plants out to the garden initially so that the removal man could come and move like the sofa and the big pieces of furniture. And they did end up getting quite a bit of direct sun. It was a very sunny day, the day that we moved. And I was a bit worried that some of them were going to burn, but luckily everything seems to be fine. And I'm just in my sort of kitchen diner room area now. And this is really the reason why we bought this house, because this is a south-facing kitchen, and it's basically the complete opposite of our old house. So the old house was south at the front, north at the back, no east or west. And this is south at the back, north at the front, and no east or west. So it's basically the exact opposite of the other house. And whilst I would love some east or west windows, because they do kind of give you a bit of a break with your plants, because they're kind of that happy medium, because south is quite intense and north is quite dark. You know, you work with what you've got. But even though I've not moved very far, it's not like the plants are having to change. Like, you know, you see people move from completely, like say in America, for example, from one part of the country to another, and they're in completely different climates. It's nothing like that. But even just the difference in this house, this room gets so warm when the sun comes out. There is a huge sort of skylight, kind of triangular skylight above. And then we've got these bifolding doors. So it's just so much light coming into this room, so much natural light coming into this room. And when the sun comes out, these plants in the window are receiving thousands of foot candles. And I never received anything like that in my south-facing window in my old house. And it's just that reminder of like, not all south-facing windows are made equal. In my last house, I had a row of houses just opposite, and they didn't have an unobstructed view of the sky. Here, it's literally just sky from above and sky from this window here. And so, yeah, when the sun comes out, the plants are getting just a ridiculous amount of light. And I've got to sort of get my head around that a little bit. I have placed most of my plants in position for now, but I'm sure I'll move them around 100 more times in the next sort of few weeks and months, because until I kind of find out their happy place. I haven't put all my grow lights up yet, because I mean, I don't think I'm going to need that much going on here. I have put up a couple in here, but really I'm going to need those in the front of the house. So the living room is at the front of the house, so that's north facing, that's quite dark in there. And also what is currently our bedroom is also north facing, so that also needs some grow lights in there. But yeah, I feel happy to be in. I feel a little bit like it's not really real yet. It feels a little bit like a holiday home. And I think until we're sort of getting into the swing of our routine, I won't yet know like how often I need to water the plants here yet. I put out my hygrometer, and it's already so much drier. Well, the air is so much drier in this room than it was in my living room at home. In my living room, in my last house rather, that never really dipped below 50 unless we were in like a heat wave. Whereas here, we're currently set around about 40% humidity in this room, just because of the warmth from the sun that comes through the windows. So that means that my moss poles are going to be drying out faster. That means that my plants are going to be drying out faster, and they're receiving more light. So it's going to take a while for me just to get my head around all of that. Yeah, but overall the move went well, and I'll just give you a little brief few clips. I'm not going to do like a full tour or anything like that, because I literally just did one, so you've already seen all of my plants. But just a little brief tour of some of the areas in the house. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for more updates on how I plan to kind of display my plants in this area. Like I say, nothing at the moment is in its kind of final place, and I definitely need to see how the space works. But I thought we would finish this video just by opening up some planty mail, not plant mail, but planty. I've been sent very kindly by Mother the linear life spectrum grow light. So this can be a vertical grow light, or you can obviously have it horizontally attached to something. So maybe you could have it hanging up or something like that. But probably for me, I will be having this as a vertical light for my moss poles. And I'm thinking about creating a whole sort of moss pole area, because moss poles obviously are quite high maintenance and they do require more frequent waterings and things like that. So it kind of makes sense to have them all positioned together so that you've kind of got all similar plants with similar care requirements in one place. So yeah, I'm looking forward to setting this up. This is the first piece of mail I received in this new house. So thank you to Mother for this. So I'm going to open this up now and just get it set up. So you can also have a look at it and see how it works. I've been ogling this light for some time, so I feel very, very fortunate that I've been sent one to try. And the thing I love so much about these lights is they are just so stunning to look at. Grow lights have come such a long way, and there are so many fantastic grow light companies out there that are just making grow lights look so much better than they used to. You no longer have these massive plates with, you know, crazy different coloured lights and things like that, because for me, I always want it to be about the aesthetic. I add plants to my home to make it look more beautiful, so I don't want to then, you know, risk that kind of look by putting really ugly grow lights everywhere. But these grow lights are just stunning. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, so here we go. This is what the light looks like. And I generally have more of a white aesthetic in my home. My pots are white. In this kitchen, there's quite a lot of white going on, like all the worktops are white. So I do like this white backing on here. So I'm just going to have a little look at how I set this up. So I think this is the stand here. Again, like super sleek, really beautiful. And then I think I need to find myself, oh look, we've got lots of different adapters here. And that's that. This is where I should probably read the instructions. I'm so bad at reading instructions. Don't know if anybody else is like me. Okay, yeah. So get my screw out of here, and I'm just going to attach it onto the base. I'm just been like, I received this a few days ago, but I haven't had the chance yet to set it up. So I've been like very excited to do it. And if I can set it up, anybody can, because I am not skilled, particularly in the DIY department. So if I can set this up, honestly, anybody can. Okay, that's on there like that. And then I just need to connect this to this. And then choose, it comes with all these different adapters, which is amazing. So no matter which country you're in. So I'm in the UK, so I'm going to fit this one on. Look here. Like that. Oh, and then locked it into place like that. And that was it. We're ready to go. So let's go and test it out. Okay, so I've just set her up here for now. This will definitely not be her final place, but just so you can just see how beautiful and sleek that light is, and not remotely jarring or offensive or anything like that. Please excuse all the random wires, as we have only been here a week. But yeah, just look at that. And so yeah, because she's on this vertical plate, you can just see how beautiful and sleek that is. And there is also a section on the top here where you could purchase another one and add that on the top, just to screw it in. Sorry, that's my neighbour's dog barking. So that you could then have an even taller light set up if you wanted to. But yeah, I just think that is such a sleek and beautiful light. Just stunning. Okay, so that is it for this video. As you can see, we are very much still in kind of full chaos mode. I've still got so much planty stuff I've got to sort out. I've got to find homes for everything, like all my soils and everything like that. But that's the best part of this, right? Like, it's just playing with your plants and moving things around. It's literally my favorite thing to do. So even though it feels kind of overwhelming with everything else that comes with moving house, there's no rush, and I have time to find the best homes for everything and get used to this space. So yeah, thank you so much for all the lovely comments on my last video, which is my houseplant tour, which I will link down below, wishing me good luck with the move. I really appreciate all your lovely comments, and yeah, stay tuned for more houseplanty content in this house. And I've got so much I need to do. We're now full pelt into spring. I've got repotting to do, moss pole extensions to do. There's a lot. So yeah, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.